you can really hear it popping now. This is going to be delicious kettle corn. I can't wait for this to come out. Hi, I'm Rich, and this is the Gluten-Free Grill, where we make good food and we make it gluten-free. So today we're going to make some simple and easy kettle corn. This is something everybody can do at home. It only requires a few ingredients. You're going to use a half a cup of unpopped popcorn, quarter a cup of white sugar. I've also put about a half a teaspoon of table salt in here as well because I like a little saltiness. And then you're going to use a quarter cup of vegetable oil. From an equipment perspective, you're going to need a big pot with a lid, a couple of pot holders, a stirring spoon, and then I recommend a cookie sheet or a pan like this to dump the popcorn out when you're done. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put our quarter cup of vegetable oil in our pot, and we're going to toss a few popcorn kernels in there as well. Heat your pot over medium to high heat, and once those kernels pop, you know your oil's hot enough to add the rest of your ingredients. You can hear my oil starting to pop a little bit, which means it won't be long before those first kernels pop, and then I'll be throwing the rest of the ingredients in. Okay, my test kernels just popped, so I'm going to go ahead and dump the rest of the ingredients in there, mix that all up together, and get to popping. Now once you dump the popcorn and the sugar in there, you're going to want to go ahead and stir that up to make sure it's evenly coated. You're going to want to do this fairly quickly. You don't want to be fooling around with that when that starts to pop again and get potentially burned. So go ahead and get that mixed up, put the lid back on, and just let it set for a minute. When you start hearing the kernels pop, you're going to grab your pot holders and going to start shaking. The kernels are starting to pop. Let's shake this every few seconds until the popping starts to slow. Now what you want to look for as this starts to cook, the popping will slow down, and when you start getting about 2 or 3 seconds between pops, you know it's slow enough and you're going to want to cut it off before you start burning the popcorn. Remember to keep shaking this throughout the entire process. Do not let that corn on the bottom burn. Okay, I can hear the popping starting to slow, so now's when I'm going to pay extra attention to this. Again, when you start going about 2 or 3 seconds with no pops, it's time to get it off there. Okay, I think we're there. I'm going to go ahead and shut the heat off. I would recommend that when in doubt, go ahead and turn the heat off early. You're way better off to have a few unpopped kernels at the bottom than you are to burn the whole bottom of this batch of kettle corn. The other thing I'm going to recommend is this mixture is very, very hot. You will have kernels continue to pop even after you shut the heat off, so it's a good idea to shut the heat off, shake it a couple of times, and just wait about 20 or 30 seconds. Let everything pop all the way out, and then we're going to go ahead and dump that into our other pan. If you don't dump it out, the popcorn will stick together, so you're going to want to dump it out, spread it out so it doesn't clump up too bad. Okay, our kettle corn's done, so we're going to take it out of the pan. Okay, kettle corn's all done. Remember, this is going to be hot when you take it off, but let's go ahead and take a taste test and see how it tastes. Oh yeah, I'm very happy with that. It's very good. This is a fun family treat. My family really loves this. Hopefully yours will too. Hey, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, to all my brothers and sisters serving in harm's way around the world, you're always in my thoughts. Be safe out there. Till next time, everybody.